is Sister Avis. I am going to show you a typical day for me here at the Abbey of St Mary and St Edward in Shaftesbury. It's a day that is ordered by the 8 divine offices, the services that we celebrate each and every day here at the Abbey. We know from the sounds of bells when it's time for each of our services. They first sound just after dawn, when I rise from my bed and make my way into our magnificent church for prime. One of the longest services of the day. In winter it's cold and dark. I much prefer the summer. Then I wash and dress before joining the others in the chapter house, where we all listen to a Bible reading. Sometimes, if a sister has broken one of our rules, then they'll be given their penance during chapter. This could be saying extra prayers or fasting. We're also told about special events or things that need to be done during that day. At about 9 a.m, we celebrate the second service of Tierce. Then we stay for Mass, which is celebrated by the priest, because only a man can administer the Holy Sacrament. Then I busy myself with work. This is important because, as the founder of our order, St Benedict, says, to work is to pray. My task today is embroidering an altar cloth. We are famous here for the quality of our embroidery, but there are lots of other tasks my sisters do. Some teach. We have a school for novices, trainee nuns, and the children of the town, who learn to read and write, and also about the rules that we have to obey. Others work in our hospital, caring for the sick and making medicines from the herbs that we grow in our gardens. And, of course, some work in those gardens. Some sisters, very skilled, copy books and manuscripts in our scriptorium. They do lovely work, beautiful illuminated letters that make the pages glow with colour. Oh, I must concentrate on my stitches, else I'll be in trouble. At midday, we have sext, the third service of the day. And then we have our main meal, which is eaten in silence. The food varies quite a lot. It's generally plain, but we do grow vegetables and herbs, and there's produce from the farms owned by the Abbey, so we won't starve. Winter can be a bit boring, though, as there are no fresh vegetables, and we have to make do with dried or preserved food. I always hope it's going to be a meat day. That's the best. But we do have fish at least a couple of days a week, mostly from our own fish ponds down the hill. And we get oysters from Wareham. They arrive in barrels of salt water. To drink, we have beer and mead, which we brew here. And occasionally, we have wine from our own vineyards. But we seem to have quite a lot of fast days, when we just have some gruel or pottage. That's soup with grain or beans. Or sometimes just bread and water. After we've eaten, it's back to work or study until nuns in the middle of the afternoon, and then more work until vespers at about 6 o'clock. After this, we have a light supper, and then there's time for quiet reading or meditation. This is my favourite time of the day, when I could also stroll around the cloister. I do like this quiet, silent time, just the birds singing and the distant sounds of the town. At about 9 o'clock, or when the sun goes down, we celebrate Compline. Then it's into my night habit for a few hours' rest. But I can only sleep until midnight, when the bell rings, telling me it's time for matins. So off we stumble down the night stairs into the church, cold and dark, even in summer. You might think I could go back to bed after this, but no, there's still another service called Lord's, which is about 2:00 in the morning, so we just meditate and pray until Lord's is over, and then we can go back to bed. Until just after dawn, when my busy day of work and prayer starts all over again. So, this is a day in my life as a nun here at Shaftesbury Abbey, a day marked out by the sound of bells. There are hardships. Sometimes I am hungry and tired, and it can be cold here on this hilltop in winter. But all these hardships I bear willingly, because I have dedicated my life to praising God, and through my life of prayer can bring God's love to this troubled world of ours. So think of me as you explore this place that I call home, and may you go safely on your own journey.